Hi guys, what's up? It's your boy Crypto Marco yet again with another awesome video on a topic of cryptocurrencies. The currency your friendly bank employee from around the corner advised you against buying because he said that real estates are the way to go in 2009. And today I want to talk about Ethereum, absolute number two after Bitcoin. But before we get into that, I just wanted to say thank you very much for being here. I really appreciate you watching my content. If you enjoy it, make sure to subscribe and check out the other videos. Comment down below if you have a question. I'm going to try to answer it as soon as possible. And as a token of my thankfulness, I'm giving away once a week on every Sunday a small amount of money in the form of Bitcoin. So if you want to win, just comment something and don't forget your Bitcoin address at the end so I know where to send the money. And I wish you good luck and let's get into it. So today we're going to talk about Ethereum and why I think that Ethereum will be the shit in the long run. So I mean the shit in a good way. As you can see, I already made a nice list. You know, I'm old school. I like to write in blocks, and I have put some bullet points down why I think that Ethereum is gonna be huge. Like right now, as you know, we have seen some like a nice development in Ethereum, even though everybody's only talking about Bitcoin right now, but sitting at $300 right now, considering where it was like in March. This is crazy, crazy, crazy. And if we look Coin Checkup, which has a bit more information than Coin Market Cap, you can see that from the beginning, um, Ethereum has a return of investment of 11, almost 12,000%. And if you compare that to Bitcoin, you'll see how much growth Ethereum just experienced because that means that it has doubled the growth of Bitcoin. Um, and why I think that Bitcoin, Ethereum will be like a big deal in the future is because right now people are like the cryptocurrency industry isn't that aware of the universal power that Ethereum has and how many ways it can be used because it can be applied to anything that has to do with programming. Sure, Bitcoin was the first one, is the biggest one. Everyone is used to Bitcoin, but if Bitcoin doesn't catch up technology-wise in the long run, it looks bad for Bitcoin, in my opinion. I think that it will, and I think that I can't imagine no cryptocurrency without Bitcoin being the number one. But Ethereum is just so sophisticated and well made and can be applied to almost anything that the market still doesn't know what the correct price is, how much it is actually worth. So I think that in the long run, people and companies especially, and all the startups and app developers are going to find out what a great thing Ethereum is, and then we're going to see an increase in price. One more thing I wrote down is, of course, the Ethereum Enterprise Alliance. Let me show you what I mean by that. So I already made a video about Ethereum, so if you want to check it out, go ahead. I'm going to link it right now. So as you can see, these are some companies that are using Ethereum, that want to use Ethereum for their company, and there are some big names right in here, like some really, really serious players. Santander Bank, Samsung, Windows, of course, Intel, and Dash Mining is here. So I don't know all the brands, but for example, I don't know if Bitcoin has anything like that. Like, of course, many people use Bitcoin as the absolute number one, but is there a Bitcoin enterprise Bitcoin alliance where many people, where like all these companies claim publicly that they will like work with this brand? Like, no. So that's one more point for Ethereum because if all of these companies bring in their talent pool, their money, that can mean a lot for a cryptocurrency. Next thing is that Ethereum has a decreased inflation. So as you don't know, but Bitcoin, Ethereum actually decreased the ether that people get for mining blocks from 3 to 5. And I mean, I won't talk about that for a long while, but it's just like a nice thing to work against the inflation and protecting the price of Ethereum. Um, One more thing, of course, that Ethereum is very convenient, fast and cheap, so it can be used as a medium of exchange. Um, of course, it can also be an asset, but compared to Bitcoin, it does have the better characteristics to be used as medium of exchange because Bitcoin is slow and expensive. I'm going to show you just how expensive Bitcoin is compared to Bitcoin Cash, for example. If you haven't seen the video, make sure to check it out. Also, if you like the content, make sure to like it and subscribe. So as you can see, compared to Bitcoin Cash, like the fees on Bitcoin are literally insane. And the fees for Ethereum, I don't have a graphical analysis right now, but as you know, there's no cryptocurrency as expensive to send as Bitcoin. So the fees on Ethereum are a joke compared to Bitcoin. So more people can afford it. If the price is better, more people can trade with it. It's just for the liquidity, it's just a great asset for Ethereum. And one more thing, also decentralized apps. So dApps, the smart contract function of Ethereum, is for many companies and their applications that are being used for phones or computers really interesting. Um, while I'm not a programmer and can't like explain to you the mechanics behind that, decentralized apps that run on Ethereum and can run on gas, which is like the processing power of Ethereum, can be very interesting to almost every company that has to do anything with tech or coding. Some, of course, risks that are involved in Ethereum are like, for example, bugs. Ethereum was hacked once. $70 million in worth of Ethereum destroyed a year ago. So security issues, also bubbles. Like as you saw right now, the price of Ethereum has just soared since it started in May or no February, March. So we might be in a bubble. While I don't think that it is, of course, also another danger is competition of other cryptocurrencies, but I think that applies to almost every cryptocurrencies. There are also some ICOs that are dumping Ether. That can be a risk. And also problems with government. Like every cryptocurrency has that issue with government, what they're going to do with cryptocurrencies, how they're going to treat them. But I think they'll have to adapt because it's the future. So I hope you have learned something from this video. I hope you have gotten a little bit smarter when it comes to Ethereum by my knowledge. If you did, I'm really happy for that, and I would love your appreciation with a like. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave it a thumbs up. That would be great. Also, comment to participate in a raffle. Don't forget your Bitcoin address at the end, and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. And I wish you a lot of luck with your trading, in your life, in your love life, and a lot of health. And see you until next time. Bye bye.